So let's have our maths correct. Let's put our money where our mouth is, and let's sort this thing out once and for all. And we're looking up to national government because they're the ones who now sort of help us.
Probably now moving this conversation forward, and you having now gone to court,
yes.
After the court has granted what you're ordering and stopping this ban,
yes.
Probably how do we move forward this conversation and say that, wait a minute, now we need to talk about this thing in a broader perspective,
yes.
And we need to move forward. How do we intend to move this conversation forward so that we encompass the national government, the county government, and all the other relevant people who are involved in this? I know it's a question that the panel that is with Smithy Vidyarthi will want to be talking on, but how do we move forward now that you're saying that we have these grand plans? It can probably take 3 years, but how do we even involve the serious people, that is the president, the deputy president, the county governments themselves, to talk about this?
Number one, we'll seek for the court to compel for that plan to be done, because it is something ideally that should have been done, but it has not been done. But number two, we have the Nairobi regeneration team and the partnership between national government and county government. We tell them, incorporate other leaders. You cannot have a plan about the city and there's no MP of the city involved, there is no MCA involved, the senator is not involved, and the county government just sends junior officers as representatives. It cannot work. So once that is done, then they'll be compelled to actually revive. Those things are, and in this country we have the most amazing plans. They're just, gathering dust in shelves. So we'll compel them to be able to do that. We sit down, we find the resources to get it done. Unfortunately, some of us, our work is to legislate and to oversight, so we don't execute. But if we're executing, we'd call the meeting tomorrow, And if I could, I would. But this is something that we must discuss within government, within the national government and county government, and sort it out once and for all.
I will not let you go without asking this same question. Is that a few years ago, when Sonko was senator, and he also was trying to get into power, he had matatus that he tried also to make sure that they come into town despite a ban. You're doing the same thing. Why would you think that he's doing the same thing that he was fighting years ago?
It's hard to understand. It's completely hard to understand. It either means that one's perspective has changed, or they didn't mean what they were doing before. Because the only way to know the true measure of a person is to give them power. That's the only way. The true measure of a person. And we're not doing it for similar reasons. I'm not looking to vie for any position. And I've been saying, and I'm on record, that all these campaigns people are doing are premature. Even for the presidency, it's premature. For now, let us work in the positions we are in and make sure that the ordinary person, that person who's working, doesn't care who's going to court. That person who's working just wants to know that they can get to work safe, they can go, and many of them even are jobless, they're going to look for jobs. They know that their child is safe when they've gone to school and they're coming back. That's what is in the mind of the ordinary Nairobian.